All right, I'm back for some more information giving. Hold on. All right, Mom, calm down. Mom's all up in my business. So let's go over some fun foot facts. Okay. What is your foot down there doing? Right. It's providing balance. Right. Allows for us to be balanced, to stand upright. Moves us forward by nature's elite design over the course of millions of years. We've evolved to move forward gracefully through space. As of today, maybe not so gracefully, but we're working on that. It provides inputs from the terrain. And if you didn't know, right, you have more nerve endings in your feet per square centimeter than you do in your hands. So imagine the inputs that you receive in a day from your hands. You actually have more receptors in your feet. Okay, so just keep that in mind. It connects us to Mother Earth. When barefoot, walking outside in the grass or the dirt or whatever, it connects us to Mother Earth. And I feel that that has a huge factor. It's a huge factor, right? I think that's a big factor that we're overlooking. But I'll need more research and I'll be back with that information. But I still think it's very huge for us to connect with Mother Earth in that type of way, especially because we have all those receptors and nerve endings. Like, why would we have all that stuff down there if we weren't going to be using it for some specific reason, right? And it also, our feet bear the weight of us, our bodies, right? Plus whatever you can grab and hang on to, kids, loved ones, dogs, groceries, whatever. Okay. So they do a lot of work. They bear a lot of weight. And I feel like we're not using them right. We just lack of information has put us into a bad place, right? So let's get a little bit more information and let's see what maybe, like, I'm gonna be known as the anti-shoe guy, right? I'm the foot shaman, okay? I'm the foot shaman. Okay, I'm not totally against shoes, but I'm against shoes. So let's look at what this does. So shoes, what do they do? As far as our movement goes, right? It restricts our movement, restricted movement. So think about those mitts that you get in the wintertime that are like four fingers and one thumb, right? Right. Think about doing your job daily, right? Whatever job you do, I'm sure, whatever, you use your hands for some particular reason. Now imagine going through your day with a set of those mitts on, right, and trying to accomplish the same amount of things that you do in a day, as efficiently, right? So that's essentially what we're doing every morning when we wake up. Slap some socks on, slap our shoes on. We're putting a mitt on, right? So the usefulness of our foot is taken down to very small levels, right? We're totally just retarding our foot. Okay. What else we got? If you're not barefoot, right? If it's not a barefoot style shoe, right? So it's talking about shoes here still. If it's not a barefoot style shoe, which allows for all this extra movement and things like that within the foot to adapt to the terrain and this, that, and the other, what does that do? Well, you put a mitt on, it's going to affect the movement. It's going to affect how that movement works, how that is working, correct? Right? And what does that do? Well, that's going to affect our gait. That's going to affect how we walk, right? And affecting our walk repeatedly over and over and over and over and over and over and over, affecting our walk, right? Pretty soon we'll all be walking around with hands like this. If we had mitts on constantly, right? We'd all just be handshakeroos. We'll be the handshakeroo clique, right? Oh, yeah, what's going on, Bill? Oh, hey, All right, guy. That's because we all be walking around like this if we wore mitts every day. That's what we're doing to our feet every single day, right? It's affecting our gait. So shoes affect our gait, how we walk, right? Repeatedly, over and over and over. That's going to have an effect on our whole entire body over the course of time, right? It promotes poor movement. Hey. It promotes poor movement habits. Sorry about that. Locked out. All right. What else does it do? Shoes numb all those receptors, because if you're not using it, your body is going to move energy elsewhere where it is more needed, right? So if I put my foot in a mitt every single day, my body's going to be like, hey, we're not even using that down there. I haven't had a receptor work down there in years. Why am I even putting energy into that? So I'm going to move the energy elsewhere. We're going to numb those receptors. So we're just totally losing out on something that was naturally designed to have inputs, right? We're numbing the inputs. Okay. A big thing here, rubber soles. Okay, rubber soles rubber is known to be an anti-conductor, right? We're putting rubber in between us and Mother Earth, which I think is positively charged. Okay, we exchange electrons with the ground when we walk barefoot. It's a known thing. Science has proven this. Okay, so when we disconnect ourselves from Mother Nature or from Mother Earth, okay, we lose something I feel inside of us, right? There's something that is like as a whole, as a collective of persons, as humans on this earth, that we're supposed to be living homogeneously and lovingly and caringly with Mother Nature. We're losing connection with nature because of certain things like this, right? We're disconnecting through rubber soles. We're disconnecting. We're unplugging ourselves from the thing that is the life source of us all, right? We're disconnecting from life source, Mother Earth, okay? That's a big one for me. And then, what does that shoe do? It's going to have certain characteristics or builds within it, right? Elevated heel. It's going to have cushy heel. It's going to have Air Max has it's got holes in it where cushy, and it's got your foot elevated up like this. So you're elevated up like that. That's not how your foot is meant to move, is like this, right? On a heel kicked up, elevated, pushing me forward. Like your foot does that automatically, right? So the structure of the shoe arches, an arch support. If your shoe comes with an arch support, it is giving your body a piss poor input, right? It's saying, hey, we got something down there already. We're already desensitizing it, right? We're mitting it up, right? We're just numbing it down, right? And then we're slapping in some other things in there that like our foot should do automatically. Like it should create and keep the arch in our feet, right? Our feet are built with arches to move us forward. It's nature's design. It's perfect design, right? 6.6 million years of evolution of design, right? We're just like, that shit's stupid. That's dumb. I'm not doing that. That's dumb, because we've accepted normal. Normal is no shirt, no shoes, no service, right? We live in a world where you have to wear shoes, right? You're weird, right? You're a hobo some places if you don't have shoes on. I mean, unless you're in Florida, then you can walk into a Tom Thumb all day long and do what you want to do. But that's like next to the beach. Come on now. You go to Iowa and you walk into your grocery store with no shoes on, they're probably going to look at you weird. Very strange looks, right? Go to church this Sunday coming up. Fitted up, no shoes. And let's see how the congregation speaks of you the next week. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Not saying that your congregation is a bunch of gossipers and whatever, but you will be talked about in the congregation if you show up barefoot. I'm telling you. Get your whole family to show up barefoot. You might be outcasted. Just saying. I don't know your congregation. They may be whatever. I'm not getting into religion. So when I say that shoes are the main cause, they're not, right? They are one of the causes, right? But our lack of understanding of this repeated putting our foot into a mitt type situation, we're just overlooking it, right? And then when we have pains in our knees, if we have pains in our lower back, if we have pain, we accept this pain. Well, I'm getting older. That's bullshit. Sorry for the cursing. It's crap, right? I'm 40 years old, just turned 40 this year. I'm in better health now, right, than I think I've ever been. And I played cross country, soccer. I did all the stuff, all the running on poor mechanics, right, my whole entire life. I feel great when I walk. My feet feel good. It's a good feeling because I'm doing it right. And my body's like, hey, you know what we're going to do? Yeah. We see that you're moving us all how we're supposed to be moved and stuff. Like how we was designed to move, and like we're just gonna hit you with a little dopamine kick because you know that we want you to know that you're doing the right thing, right? That's how my walks feel. Fantastic, right? When I tell people I'm going on the third walk of the day, people are like, "Do you do too much walking, bro?" Like you, and they're sitting there bitching about lower back pain, bitching about the neck hurting, bitching about these shoes suck because blah 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 whatever. No, you just have not been educated. No one has. We haven't even needed this education. This is all new. This is brand new. This is like state of the art information, okay, that we need to realize, because if we don't, it's only going to get worse. Generationally, only going to get worse, okay? It's not going to get better until we start moving back into nature, until we start to get back to zero is what I like to call it, right? We're far off from zero, right? We got a lot of work to do. We need a lot of realizations to happen, a lot of epiphanies to go on, a lot of eye-opening experiences, right? I'm hoping that maybe these videos I'm putting out kind of connects with some of you people that are like, why is this happening? Why do I have all this pain? Why is it? No, pain acceptance is built into society, and we need to understand that, right? I was in that. I experienced it. I was in acceptance of pain, and the fact that all I had to do was start to work on my movement, work on getting back to zero. How's nature want me to be doing this, right? If a dog moves like a dog, and a cat moves like a cat, and a fish swims like a fish, and a bird flies like a bird, humans, right, us, we're supposed to move like humans, right? We don't just have say, right, just because we have free will to just be moving along all against nature's laws. There's certain rules you have to abide by, or you will suffer. So see if you can correlate some of the pains you have maybe to, like you always looking for different footwear. Oh, I had to get this different pair of shoes. Like, it's not about that. It's not about that, right? I can put on any pair of shoes that I want right now, right? As long as I'm moving my foot the right way or trying to, right? The detrimental causes or the detrimental factors that come into play when wearing shoes has less of an effect, right? Because I am still using my foot to a certain degree within a shoe the proper way. So I'll be bringing you education on how to move your feet right? Because if your foundation is pudding, right? You don't want to build a house on pudding. No, I don't want a house on pudding. I mean, some people might want a house on pudding, I guess. No. If I want long-term stability in a home, I don't want pudding as my foundation. I want cement or some sort of rock solid, right? So let's start getting our foundations rock solid according to how Mother Earth, okay, get it in your heads, how she has set it up for us to do, right? Love you guys. To better feet.